So a lot of times people ask me which car do I like to drive more, the van or the Falcon. And to be honest, I like them both, and I like the FJ and the Cherokee in their own way too. And it's kind of cool because I'm really lucky to be able to have different cars that I really like, that I've always really wanted, and be able to drive them and do whatever I want with them. Because I mean, obviously the cars I like are not very expensive, exotic cars. They're cars that most people can definitely afford. You just need to be willing to get one and work on it, or pay someone to work on it. And so anyway, back to the question though, like the reality is they all kind of hold their purpose. I mean, the van is awesome to drive in traffic. It's cool to hang out in. It's cool to go by the lake with it. I like carrying my kids. I like going to pick up stuff. It's really cool. And then for those things and a lot more things. And then the Falcon, on the other hand, if I got to go pick something up, it's not ideal. It's cool to drive, but in traffic, it's not. It's still fun to drive, but I think I'd pick the van over the Falcon. When there's no traffic out and it's just a nice morning to go for a drive, the van's pretty fun for that too, but the Falcon really, it's a fun car to drive. It's got a lot of power for its weight. It's got a V8, it's got 289. I'll post a link to the description where I talk about what it's got in it, so you guys can see that. It just sounds cool. It's got a nice rumble to it, and you guys will hear that in a minute. And overall, I'm really lucky to have them. The Falcon was my first car, so it always kind of holds a little bit of a sense of nostalgia to go along with it. And the van, I feel like, it's really grown on me. It's something that I always wanted to have, and now I have it, and that's almost like that's kind of the answer to that. Also, the FJ holds another different job too. It's definitely like that car that just starts and drives every single day. It needs to. It's a car I can get in and drive wherever I need to go, and it doesn't say no. It just does it, right? Literally, when I bought the van, I was talking to the guy about buying it for the first time on Thursday, and the guy was in Georgia. And then by Friday afternoon after work, we were in the FJ driving to Georgia to go pick it up. I didn't change the oil. I didn't need to. It just did everything it needed to do. It didn't have to worry about whether it'd make it or not. It just does. And the Cherokee obviously holds its own place, and I always wanted a Cherokee. Now I have one. It's kind of cool too. It's about here that I realized that I didn't have the van or the FJ. I had the Falcon because I started trying to fit the groceries in there. I got a trunk and I got it full of junk, so skateboards, random helmets, bike parts, it's just a mess back there. So it has a pretty good sized trunk, but yeah, not enough to fit all these groceries, so had to play around with it a lot. Eventually I got everything in the car though, and got on our way. So yeah, with that comes the whole kind of why we're taking the FJ to Moab and not the van or the Falcon, even though it'd be awesome to road trip the Falcon to the West Coast, or the van, and that's definitely in the plan for the future. But the FJ is just really the best overall car to take for that. It's reliable. We only have a week, so we don't have a ton of time. So it's reliable. It's going to make it out there, and we don't really have to worry about it too much. And it has room to sleep. I'll show you guys the sleeper setup. The next videos and stuff. It has a rack, so we can put an awning. We can go hang out up there. We can put bikes up there. A lot of things are going to be going on the rack, and I'll make a video and show you guys that in the future. So make sure you hit subscribe, especially if you kind of follow this kind of stuff, because got a lot of interesting things coming up. The plan is right now we're going to get everything ready in the FJ to go to Moab in the next week or so. So I'm going to be posting probably more videos in the next few weeks of Moab and everything in Colorado, because we're probably going to stop in Colorado and kind of keep going. But for now, we're getting out of the car wash. We're going to be heading home, and we're going to finish up our commute with the Falcon. It's always fun to drive the Falcon every day, and today turned out to be a pretty eventful day, not just going to work and back, so it was kind of cool. So here I drop the Eagle off, I'm heading home, car's running fine, it's been running fine all day. And then I pull up to my garage, I park it kind of across the door there so that I can get in and get my groceries out and stuff, because otherwise once I pull into the carport, it's a pretty tight fit between the FJ and the van and the wall. So, and I had some stuff in the back seat because as you can see, it all didn't fit in the trunk area. So then I go to start it though, and it just won't start. So it kind of ends its stay right there, and it turned out to be the starter. In a later episode I'll swap it and kind of show you guys what's going on with it, but in the meantime, here's some shots of the Falcon after it's fixed. So it is back on the road, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys.